Hi everyone. So I'm back with my another video. So yesterday what happened was one of my interns he asked me that Himanshu, why have you started this channel? Why have you started this this YouTube channel? What's the reason behind it? So I thought that this is basically a good topic to talk about. Obviously, I'll be posting another video today, which will be the extension of the search basically. But I also thought that this would be a good topic to talk about. People should know what my intentions are. So starting with that, so I've been in industry for close to 14 years, 15 years now. It has been a great journey. I have been part of organizations like Novartis, Privacy Waterhouse Cooper, and more. For me, first thing is I have been always, very interested in training, education. It has been what you can say my area of interest for a very long time. So that's definitely there. This solves that problem. But another reason, someone can say that you can for education you can work as professor or start your coaching institute. There are multiple other centers who have done that. Uh, I didn't want to do that. Money is not only motive. My motive is actually upscaling, education, and then people should learn. So now let me talk about why I started this now and what were the reasons which drove me. So I'll start with a little anecdotes basically. So you understand that India has been contributing in manufacturing, especially in pharma space. Overall manufacturing also, but especially for the pharma space, India has been contributing a lot. I was just reading a reading an article, and it said that 5.71 percent has been contributed by India alone in the global manufacturing, especially in the pharma space. And I'm only quoting the pharma space numbers basically. There was a great initiative by Indian government, Project Maitri, where they supplied COVID vaccines basically. I might be wrong in the name, but I think yeah, it's COVID, Project Maitri only. So, across the globe, they have distributed and given vaccines to the world, basically supplied vaccines to the world, COVID vaccines. So, it gives me a great, pleasure and great uh, pride, basically, that India has been doing a lot in the pharma space, me being from the pharma space. But when I see the numbers in terms of service sector, I feel that it's very disappointing because India is one of the leading companies in the service sector. But I would say, and there is I don't have numbers, but to my understanding, um, at least 80% of that contribution is coming from 85% contribution is coming from IT industry, IT service sector basically. So we need to up our game. There are multiple colleges across India who are, working for IT industry. There are multiple programs, institutes, Indian channels, and so on and so forth. Everybody is teaching someone something, and that's the reason there has been an ecosystem, and in India and Indian graduates in terms of IT industry, they have been contributing to the development of the country and to the sector also. They have been doing great. Now, talking about pharma service sector. So pharma service sector is not doing much of a contribution. We have great talent. Indian pharma graduates are across the globe, working across top 5, top 10 pharma companies, we can, we have seen that uh, graduates and postgraduates from Naipur, Dipsar, BITS Pilani, IITs, these pharma graduates, biotech graduates have been across the globe, and especially in the service industry of pharma space as well. And if there is any major contribution, it is mostly done by, again, Indian IT companies, where they are providing services like pharmacovigilance, or some other allied services. But again, that is also driven by uh, IT companies, driving the pharma service sector. So that's uh, very disheartening for me, at least as a pharma professional. Our and it's not a mistake from the for students. The problem is about our education system, about our colleges, that they don't train our pharma graduates to be prepared for the pharma service sector. I have gone to multiple colleges, MIT being my my alma mater. um, I've been to MIT multiple times, and I've spoken to other colleges, in other colleges as well. I go for placements also to other colleges. And one biggest problem I face outside Naipur, Dipsars, Bits Pilanis, the biggest problem I have seen is that students don't know. Students really don't know what is consulting, pharma consulting, whether what is competitive intelligence, what is secondary research, what is primary research, uh, um, what is primary market research. For market research, I've heard a question from some students. Just a minute. Yeah, so once one student actually asked me that, sir, it does market research means that we have to go in the field and talk to people? That is what people think, or that is what students think about primary market research. Yes, primary market research involves field work, but it only requires field work. That is not the case. So why I'm telling you this is because I want to tell you that this is all because of lack of training, lack of awareness, lack of knowledge in our graduates' mind, basically. Our B Pharma, B Tech Biotech, and MSc, BSc Biotech graduates, they only know about couple of things. I'll tell you what they know about. They know about, after BTech Biotech, or MSc Biotech or B Pharma, they either have options to go in sales, pharma sales, B reps and all, or PMT. If they have done MBA, then they'll go for PMT roles, basically, which is in the same lines, better role, but in same lines. They know about manufacturing. So, one destination for B Pharma graduates is even biotech graduates. So they're not even trained for going for manufacturing also. At least B Pharma have that option. So B Pharma graduates have the option of going into manufacturing, production. So we have production, we have sales. Now comes the third one, which is barely funded. And again, I'm not ranting. I'm just trying to explain the situation. Which is barely funded, which is R&D. Tell me how many new R&D molecules have been contributed by India, or Indian graduates, or Indian pharma companies. Problem is there is no funding. I don't want to digress from the topic, but there is a lack of funding in R&D. But students have this as an option, that we'll go for R&D. How they'll go for R&D? They have government jobs, JRFs, SRFs, then PhDs. Those are the options, and then they go to big small pharma companies who are doing APIs and those kind of R&D. So that's an R&D, basically, which they have an option for. They don't even know again, I'm repeating myself, but the students don't know what is competitive intelligence, primary market research, HEOR, real world evidence. Those are the things which they are unaware about. Yes, there are a consolidated, again, I've taken these names of the universities and colleges. These are the, creamy layer colleges, but how many graduates, postgraduates they are producing, which are not meeting the requirement, which will never meet the requirement of the industry. And that's the reason the pharma service industry cannot grow, because there are limited number of people who understand this, who have a decent amount of knowledge. Companies don't have to spend on them much on their training. Basically, they're sharper minds. So companies go to these colleges only to find graduates and to find freshers, basically to recruit. Another pain point is, for the service industry is, we have so many clinical research institutes, who are teaching students about clinical research. But to be very honest, and let me be very brutal here, they are not teaching anything new to the students. What they are training them is about documentation. They are not training them to understand what exactly is clinical research and how it contributes to the strategy of a pharma company. And that's what is lacking, basically. So despite of clinical research institutes, so many clinical research institutes, the graduates don't even have the basic knowledge about it. Again, I feel that's not the mistake of a graduate, that's our mistake, basically. So I have discussed about multiple topics. You might be thinking that I have, I'm going towards different direction. No. So now I'll talk about why I started this. Hence, this is my approach, to change that. I want pharma biotech graduates to know about consulting, to know about competitive intelligence, to know about forecasting, market research, market access, to know about social media listening. So I want to teach them, and my aim is that whatever I know, I will share that knowledge. If I don't know anything, I'll try to find an expert who is obviously probably a friend of mine, and whom I will not be able to pay for sure. But yes, I'll try to find an expert who is in this area, and we'll try to bring them in, or him in, or her in, and maybe. So yeah, that's the idea, basically. At least, so my target audience, and in a management consulting, we always talk about, or as a marketer, we always talk about what is our target audience. So see, my target audience is basically everyone, but my focus is going to be on the basics. I plan to discuss about the basics, how to do searches, how to find information, from where to find information, and then obviously I will be sharing examples. I will be talking about how to create a landscape, how to create a launch timeline, a SWOT analysis, pistol analysis, portal 5 forces. So yeah, all those things, I will talk about that. Then I will also try to get people who are good in forecasting. At least they can teach you basic forecasting. I'll try to guide you with courses that where this is one specific course from where you can enroll. I'll talk about that as well. I'll talk about databases. I'm going to be talking about databases. Try to show you how to use what databases, if I have access to them, whichever databases I have access to, so that I feel that the graduates, the freshers who are coming out of college, they should be equipped so much that they get hired with all consulting companies. They already know, and obviously by doing this, I'm also trying to help the to my fellow colleagues and my friends in consulting, that they don't have to spend much time and much money to train you all, basically. So yeah, whosoever are interested and want to learn. So and now one question was why now? Why now? I mean, I have been in the industry for 15 years. So why now I have started this? I could have started this long back also. And I've already told that I have always had a inclination to teaching or to education basically. So why now? See, my answer is divided into 4 points, and obviously I'm going to refer to the points which I've written here. So my divided into 4 points. First is I think I have learned a little now that I can contribute. I can contribute very fairly and honestly. Uh, you know, so I think I'm still not an expert. I'm still nowhere near to be an expert, honestly. Uh, but yeah, I have gained a little knowledge. I have experienced that knowledge. That yes, it's a decent amount of knowledge, and people can learn from it. I want to contribute to the world. I want to contribute to the industry, which has given me so much in life. Um, Whatever I am because of this industry, because of some people who have. I started in clinical research, so some people have taken a bet on me when I was in a CRO and interviewed for a consulting company. So few people took a bet on me. So yeah, I'm trying to contribute to that. Second point is I obviously I'm very well aware of. I always read news. Uh, I always keep on upskilling myself also. So one recent thing which I've got to learn was that there are multiple global capability centers opening up in India. To name few, Sanofi is opening, already opened actually. I've heard about VMS. I have heard about Roche. Novartis, again, I am an ex-Novartis, and I'm proud to be an ex-Novartis. I've learned a lot from that space, that place. Um, has already Novartis has already have a big GCC, a Global Capability Center in Hyderabad, and it's a great place. It's definitely a great place. But yes, there are other pharma companies also which are opening up. So obviously there is a huge opportunity which is also growing. And as an Indian and as a pharma person, it's my responsibility that the generation which is coming, uh, they learn from our knowledge. So and I know that these GCCs are not going to be spending in India for a very long time. They will give India a chance for a certain time period, and if we are not able to produce great graduates or great professionals for with the capability what they are looking for, whether it's CI, market access, pay, research, and so on and so forth, the opportunities are going to dry. No new company will open their GCCs in India. And my honest aim is that India's pharma service sector contributes equally as India's IT service sector. And that's my aim, that's my vision. Uh, you know, as a proud Indian basically, and I'm a pharma graduate. So we have a limited time window, a limited time option, and we want to increase the space. So I thought, why not now? Uh, yes, there are few other initiatives. I'll not be able to name them here, but you know, experienced people already know about some of them. Some of my ex-team members and people I know have started their initiatives where they have started institutes and academies who are training people in CI. So one thing is that CI is not something which could be learned in um, in a small window of time of like 5 days workshop or a 7 day workshop. It's a process. I believe it's a process. It's a learning curve. You don't learn. So hence, I understand that their market or their target audience, because obviously they are doing it for commercials. Their target audience is mostly experienced people who are in the industry and who want to switch or upskill them. So for them, that's a good thing. But what about my freshers? What about the young blood? They've already spent their parents decent amount of money in their colleges, and they shouldn't be spending that more money, more of their parents' money, especially. I would say, yes, when they when they experience, they start earning, and then yes, they should spend on their upskilling, and I am always support for that. And I am again, as I said, I will talk about those upskilling courses also, which experienced people can go for in future. But yes, so my aim is that that this basic education, this basic understanding, this basic learning should be free for everyone, whether you're experienced or fresher. You are switching roles from R&D to CI, or any other domain to CI, or CI to any other domain in consulting. So my aim is that only, and that's why I have started this YouTube channel, which is going to be about learning, which is going to be about education, which is going to be about upskilling. And yes, as always, I say, there are no comments. Usually, a lot of people have commented. I don't have many followers also. There are only 60, 70 followers at the moment. So nobody has written any questions. I know a lot of people have approached me on LinkedIn, gave me suggestions. So yes, thank you for that. But please do write, if you have any questions, specific questions, if you have any ideas that you think I should be making videos on, I will make. I might have probably thought about that idea, but please do share that, so that I know, yes, people are looking forward to it. And for now, I am going again. As I said, I will be going to do this every Sunday. But if I see more traction, more people following, more people commenting on it, I'll try to be more frequent. Maybe after a certain X number of followers, let's say 1,000 followers, I might start it twice a week, maybe a Wednesday or a Sunday, something like that. So again, I want to do this, but yes, I need to know that yes, people are listening, and people are following this, and also love to see what you have experienced. I've shared tips in the other videos, so secondary search tips, and or I will be posting more of such videos now. So please do share your screenshots of your searches, you have utilized it or not. So those sort of things, please do that, and I will try to do it as much as I can. Yeah. So bye for today. Bye for this video. Another video of mine will be posting, or I have already posted. So do watch watch that video as well. Learn from it. Share your experience. What did you learn? Also, topics which I've said already. So yeah, thank you, and have a nice day. Please do share this with others also in your college groups, and in your institutes, among your friends who are, or your juniors, or whosoever you think that can benefit from this. Yeah, I'll be happy to answer any questions. I have an email address also posted in the description, so you can write to me on that email address. You can comment. So like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.